So it's June 17, 2020. Today I brought some smoke. Hopefully the smoker will stay lit for a little bit. Today I'm going to open up the hive a little bit and see what's going on inside and feed the bees. So I got my gallon of bee num-nums and we'll feed them. We'll see how they're doing on that one. We're trying to get these guys off of the sugar water and hopefully only on nectar and pollen. But we'll take a look at it and see what's going on. The hive is very, very busy. As you can see, there's a lot of bees on here. But when you look into the hive here, even more so than the last time I was in here, there's a drastic amount of bees in here that there wasn't before. So the brood is definitely growing, which is awesome. And I'm pretty excited about that. The feeder is completely empty. I need to talk to Charlie and find out if that's okay. At some point they need to kind of be on their own. But looking at the hive here, the actual quantity, but good grief, Mick. The quantity of bees is much, much more than it has been. So all these outside frames are full. So you can see inside here, this is an outside frame. Comb is almost completely done. I do this every time. Comb is almost completely done on the outside frames, which is really good. Let's check out one of these inside frames. And we'll see what's going on with them. Comb looks really good. I would say right now, see how it's kind of a darkish brown yellow with a few holes in the middle? Those are where bees have been born. So the queen is doing her job very well. Where it's white on the outside, that's actually honey inside of that white capped comb. And the inside yellow stuff is where the bees are hatched. If you look closely, you can see little bees inside with their face stuck into those holes. They are cleaning out the comb where a baby bee had been hatched. And so that's their job, is to clean that out. But this is pretty neat to see honey in the comb and see comb where the brood is being built. And it's like that on both sides. So let's take a look. We'll put this one down. We'll check another frame. Okay, this one is looking kind of bare. They haven't really gotten here yet. Yeah, this is almost, by contrast, you can see how this one, they haven't really gotten to it very much. They're just barely starting. If you can see the little tiny white flecks on there, they're just starting to get to this one. There's hardly anything on it and it's still fairly lightweight. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off the top super. And we are going to check out the original box and see what kind of activity we have in there. So let's see how it goes. This super right now probably weighs 30 pounds, maybe 40 pounds. All right, so we're going to check out some of these lower trays. I'm going to light my smoker again, since we're kind of literally getting into the hive and I want to make sure I don't get attacked. this is going to calm them down a little bit, and maybe calm me down a little bit. So it's going to pull out one of these trays here. We'll show you what one of the bottom super trays frames look like. There's a lot of yellow on the outside here, which is all pollen. Now, if you remember, these are the original frames that have been here since day one. So since April 20, these have been in here. And what I'm seeing here is quite remarkable. Got to be careful here not to scrape off any bees. So these are very dark bees, and I don't know why. And the comb is very dark. My guess is that these are all freshly hatched bees, and this is kind of what they look like. But it's the same on both sides. Whereas the frames on top were a little more clean looking, I guess you could say. So I might have to do a little checking on that. Somewhere in here is the queen. So we'll take out one more frame and check it out. Yeah, we definitely have a very active hive, so this is great. I'm looking in the bottom of the bottom super, and it's clean. So the bees are doing a very good job of keeping things clean and making way for the queen to keep doing her job. Now, one thing I probably should have done when I brought this down here is brought my honey super and put the queen excluder on it and prepared it for honey production. So right now there's not a whole lot of honey production going on. All that we have here is basically they're building the brood, and that's good. We want lots of bees. More bees the better. And when I put the queen excluder on, then they're going to be isolating the queen from the very top honey super. And then we're just going to have bee honey on the top one, and that's it. See, that looks almost exclusively like honey. But the outside, which is strange, has almost nothing. So I'm using smoke more for this because I'm kind of disrupting the hive a little bit more. I'm trying to limit how much pheromones they're releasing that would engage their danger instinct. And so we're just kind of being gentle with them so they don't come at me and sting me. So we'll put this thing back together. And I think what we'll do next time is bring the queen excluder. We'll probably do this in a week. We'll bring the queen excluder, and then we will set the honey super on it, and then we'll have a stack of 3 on here. So let's put this thing back together. I wish you guys could hear this because it's just like rumbling. quite the flurry of activity going on. So we'll put in the feeder, fill it back up, and we'll get out of here. Put the lid back on. Last time I was in here, we were looking at the entrance to the hive, and there was probably a dozen bees that were kind of in a half circle facing away from the entrance to the hive. And so I asked my friend about it, what that means. He says what they do is they have some bees that will sit up there and they will beat their wings really, really fast in order to blow air into the hive to cool it down. So it's pretty amazing how they're able to cool their hive, warm their hive, and protect the integrity of the colony. Well, folks, you can see the bees are in a flurry, and things are going well. So next video I make probably will be installing another honey super, and by then another week will go by, and potential is to probably have another 6,000 or 7,000 bees by that point, if we're getting 1,000 to 1,500 bees a day. So that's all we got for today. Thanks for watching.